Ciaran, a really proud night for the academy with 3 players being involved in the Papa John's Trophy.
Yeah, really positive. Shows the good work that's been going on with the academy. Good talent coming through, and a manager that wants to put players in and give them an opportunity, but a manager that wants to give it them when they deserve it and not just as a token gesture. So we can look at all the players that are getting their opportunities and say honestly that they've put themselves in that position through the performances both in training and matches, and they've impressed enough to be on that stage.
And all 3 fared really well, didn't they? Jack Sims, Cameron Answey, and then the minutes that Rob Apter got.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Jack Sims a long time from my previous stint, and he's, I think the manager talked about him in his interview afterwards as a real good character, really popular, and just echo that really. He's a really professional lad. He's dealt with, released from another club at 16 and bounced back and moved, he's a southern boy, moved up north and made, he's trying to make a career for himself up here, and he's given himself every opportunity because he's a hard-working boy and he's trying to learn his trade and make a good career for himself. Cameron, I've seen a little bit less of and worked with him less than that, but again it shows the good work that Danny and Murphs and the other guys have been doing within the academy over the last couple of years. That there's a player who's in the first team picture, a little unlucky to be sent off, but put a good performance in. I know there was a good buzz around him in pre-season because he performed really well in those games too. So he's showing that he's maybe one for the future too, and he will keep learning from them experiences. And then to add to that, Rob Apter getting a little taste of the action towards the end of the game, and I've had good talks with the manager about the opportunities for the players within the youth team, and we're of the same opinion that we don't just want them to go in there as to fill a gap and to be a gesture. It's giving off performances, and again the manager reflected on it last night and said he saw him play in the Youth Cup. Well, he was outstanding in the Youth Cup, and that's almost on top of all the training that he does day to day and the way that he impresses the academy staff. That's led him to this opportunity, and we know that Rob's the kind of person that will not feel like he's already made it through one appearance. He's a real good person from a good background, and he will have had that taste of action and be craving more. So we think it will work in his benefit there, that he'll work doubly hard to get more opportunities now.
Obviously this Papa John's Trophy, it offers a good opportunity, doesn't it? A bit of a bridging gap to have some first team appearances for youth players.
Yeah, absolutely. It's players apart from the FA Youth Cup don't get to play on the stadium so much. So the opportunity to be a part of a squad that's playing in the stadiums against mixed sort of first teams, where there's some first team regulars playing and then other clubs doing the same. So it is a good opportunity for young players to show that they're ready to make that transition into first team football, and we're keen to do that at Blackpool, and we hope that more players can take their opportunities with the progression that we've made into the next stages, that both the players that have played so far and others that are starting to emerge, that they may get opportunities.
I suppose those appearances on Wednesday night help you to go to these other players and say, look at what you can achieve if you work hard.
Absolutely. I mean, we put it straight on the sort of players group after the game. Congratulations to Rob for making his debut, and we hope that there's more to come, and that you should all use that as sort of ammunition to go and do it yourselves. And we've got a good group of young players here, not just in the under-18s, but below that of players coming through. And we want to be a club that develop our own players. We want to be a club that keeps hold of our top talent, to give them that opportunity to progress within the club and get first team opportunities and then become regulars. So it is a valuable competition to be able to promote that, and one that we hope to further develop in the coming years, to have more young players in that team and performing well at that level.
Emile Critchley's own background from the development he's done at Liverpool is another reason why the players can believe that they will get an opportunity if they impress.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nobody better really for seeing that transition of young players and the top talent that he's worked with, and seeing what they look at like at 16 and 18 and 19 and making that transition. So I listen to him and hear his opinions on players and what they ideas around what their sort of training programs can look like to get there. And he's been fantastic with me since I arrived at the club, so I'm really looking forward to building on that relationship and building an academy that can provide players for the first team in the future and give the supporters of the club some real affinity with the young players that are coming through.
Finally, how excited have you been in the months that you've been back?
Yeah, Rick, I've absolutely loved it. Sort of thrown myself into it. It's been, you know, here a lot and working really hard, because it's a great place to be now. There's lots of buzz around the place. There's lots of good people here and people who want to take the club back up the levels. And when you surround yourself with enthusiastic and ambitious people, it brings the best out of you. And I think that the more we do that within the club, the quicker it's going to progress. And I feel really confident that we're moving in a really exciting direction.